Abyss Actors after Photon Hypernova is going to be something that you might want to keep an eye on, and this is against Ishizu Tier Elements of all things. Make sure you smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. So I got sent this replay by a friend of mine, and this is evidently the Abyss Actor server in a cross tournament against some other servers. And what you're going to see here is Abyss Actors versus Tier Elements from that. And this actually caught my attention because this is actually a really good replay. So we're actually going to start things off here with the Abyss Actor Dress Rehearsal. This is the one you can only activate at the start of your main phase 1. They didn't want you to play Extravagance in this deck, that's for sure. But this lets you add an Abyss Actor card and an Abyss Script card from your deck to your hand, and then you cannot pendulum some monster for the rest of this turn after this card resolves, except for Abyss Actor. So that's fine. Alright, we're going to search for, the two best cards usually here. We're going to grab the Opening Ceremony, which is actually something I haven't seen a lot of people play. Gain 500 life points for each Abyss Actor you control, and if the set card's owner's control is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, and you have a face-up Abyss Actor Pendulum monster in your extra deck, you can draw until you have 5 cards in your hand. Well, that's actually pretty good. If your opponent pops your back row while you got this thing running, oh, it's really good. We're going to go ahead and drop down the Curtain Riser. Curtain Riser is going to get the ability to beam itself on out here, and then we're going to drop down the Wild Hope, and then we are going to do Dramatic Story. Let's target an Abyss Actor Pendulum monster you control. Especially an Abyss Actor monster with a different name from your deck, and then either place the targeted monster in your Pendulum scale or destroy it, which would force it to the extra deck. So we're going to go ahead and rotate on up into the Melmadonna, destroy it, grab extras here. Go ahead and activate Ceremony, gain some life points. Alright, go ahead and we have the Melmadonna here. Our actual monster effect here, you can only use each following effect once per turn. So if an Abyss Script spell card or effect is activating, so summon a level 4 or lower Abyss Actor monster from your deck. So we're going to attempt to beam out another friend here, and our opponent, well, you know how the tiers go. I'm going to go ahead and make an effect to mill. I'm going to go ahead and attempt the chain. We'll go ahead and then Ash the Angler, so we don't have to worry about that. That could have been really bad for us if that Angler had actually resolved. I'm going to go ahead and stack up our 2 Curtain Risers together to make the Dweller. Rotate on in to Hyper Director here. Target 1 card in your Pendulum Zone, special summon it, and then place an Abyss Actor Pendulum monster with a different name from your deck or face up in the extra deck to your Pendulum Zone. And then you cannot normal or special summon monsters for the rest of this turn except for Abyss Actor. So we've gone ahead, we've done most of our play. Go ahead and load up Melmadonna. Now we're going to make, yes, the Super Producer. We just got a link too. During a main phase, you target 1 face of card you control, destroy, and then apply one of these effects. You can place a Abyss Actor Playhouse, or the Abyss Playhouse, from your deck in your Pendulum Zone, or you can place 1 Abyss Actor from your deck in your Pendulum Zone. Alright, so go ahead. We get our Comic Relief here. Go ahead and scale Comic Relief, get our Pendulum, and then go ahead and set Called by the Grave. We're in a pretty strong position here, if you want my honest opinion. We have the Dweller up and running here. In a second, there goes the Dweller Resolution. Our opponent's also playing the Sprite version of this, which is, a correction. It was the Sprite version of this build that we're playing. So we're going to go ahead and capitalize on this. Go ahead, get our Sprite Jet. Alright, go ahead and extend on out. Grab another starter. Really good. Go ahead, make the Elf. We're going to Call by the Grave. No fun stuff here. Go ahead and Gigantic. We're going to go ahead and actually get our Fantastic Theater up and running here. That way we can get to the Dress Rehearsal for the next turn. We're going to get bullied here, which, goodbye Dweller. You did your job for the turn. Our opponent's going to set a lot. They're going to go ahead and start her here at the beginning of the turn, which is fine to get the Negate up and running. Alright, we're going to go ahead and proceed into main phase. We'll get our Superstar and our Abyss-tainment here. Alright, go ahead and set. Go ahead, Melmadonna on up. Hello, Comic Relief. Now this is where the fun begins. Time to try to change control to the opponent. Oh man, this card is so cool. When you can target 1 Abyss Actor Pendulum monster you control and 1 monster your opponent controls, switch control of both cards and then destroy this card. The fact that this is a Pendulum Scale is hilarious. We're going to go ahead and get Smashered. Goodbye, Pendulum Scale. We're going to go ahead and rotate on up, load up the Wild Hope here. Go ahead and Pendulum Summon and then Rise of the Abyss King. Bring up our next friend, and then, yeah, we just win the game from there. There's not really much that you can really do from there, to be honest with you. Like, we've already blown the game open at that point in time. There's not really much that you can do. Like, Abyss Actor, kudos. Actually showcasing, some pretty actual left field power for this deck, which actually is kind of nice. Don't underestimate this deck. Hey, look, we opened up Godarla, Super Poly, Dramatic Story, Abyss-tainment, and then Dress Rehearsal. And our opponent opened up Starter, Shayren, Super Poly, Cosmic, and Super Poly. Go ahead and start her on down into Sprite Blue. Grab the Jet. I see where this is going. Go ahead and bring down our friend. Recruit for the Smashers. Go ahead, make the Mill for Sprint. Summon up the 2 Beavers. Go ahead and make the Gigantic here. Here comes the Nightmare Corruptor Ibly. Oh no. Hi Ibly. So this fun little thing right here is going to be a slight problem for us. This is why I love this deck so much. Because as long as we have this thing, you cannot special, or you can special summon this card to your opponent's field, and then you cannot special summon monsters except for Link monsters. I love conditions like this. They're my favorite. Oh boy. So how do we out this? We're going to have to figure that out. Hopefully. We're going to go ahead and activate Dress Rehearsal to recruit, which will get our Rise of the Abyss King up and running here. We're going to switch the Ibly to attack mode and swing on into the IP. Oh no, my life points. Well, we're going to go ahead and attempt extras. They're going to revive this. We're going to Super Poly, discard so that they lose the IP. We don't really want... It really stinks because, like, you don't really want to do that play because the problem is this thing's literally about to come back to our field again. Oh, look, it's back. I'm going to go ahead and make the Dahark here. Good news was we were able to make something. It wasn't the play that we wanted to do, but we got something here. Dahark for the revive on the IP. We're going to get Super Poly. Man. You know, Super Polys are everywhere right now. That's actually kind of crazy. Alright, well, Mud Dragon, sure. Go ahead and do our thing here. Hello, extras. Go ahead and grab the Curtain Riser on up and running. Alright, Curtain Riser, go ahead and mill. Hello, extras, welcome back. Go ahead and make the Abyss Actor Hyper Director. We're going to get Cosmic Cycloned. Oh, well, yikes. The only thing we can do is set. That actually was rough. I mean, the only thing we could hope for is our opponent pops one of these with like a Harpy's Feather Duster or something like that, if we were to even get any advantage. We're going to go ahead and Mud on up. We're going to convert to Dark. Go ahead and Terraforming on into Paralinia. Oh no. Well, this is where it starts to go wrong. Then I'm going to grab a Merly. Alright. Go ahead and discard Mill the 3. Oh boy, well here come the Fusion Summons in the Scream. Grab the Solak, and then Havnus back, Merly back, and there comes the stack to the bottom. Alright, there's the Kit Gallus, and we're going to shuffle, or eat the Director. And we have the Heartbeat too. Wow! Alright. Yeah, we're just going to scoop there and proceed into the next game. Not really much you can do about that. Like, unfortunately, you know, Abyss Actor looks really cool on paper. The deck performed really well going first. You know, you set up that board, you made Dweller. Unfortunately, you know, you kind of have to rely on cards like outside of your archetype to get you places. As you're about to see here, we have the amazing power of our side deck coming to guide us with different Dimension Ground here. And we actually opened up the Fantastic Theater here as well. So we're going to go ahead and slam down Dress Rehearsal. Go ahead and recruit for our extras and for the Dramatic Story. Alright, we're going to go ahead and extras on up. Grab the Curtain Riser on up. Go ahead and drop that. Hello extras, welcome back. I'm going to go ahead and make the Hyper Director, bring up our friend, scale on up. We're going to make the Super Producer here. Alright, go ahead and Pendulum Summon up the whole field. We're going to go ahead, we're going to drop the Opening Ceremony here. You gain some free life points, right? Like, why not? Free 2,500. And then we're going to set the different Dimension Ground. We are actually hunkered up here, and we are good to go. All right, let's hope for the best here. Go ahead and set the Dramatic Story and pass turn. Our opponent's going to Terraforming, grab Paralinia. Oh, that's good. Slam down Paralinia, grab Shayren. All right. Foolish Burrow, and we're going to chain the different Dimension Ground there. Well, that's rough. Yay. And now the fun begins. Yeah, there's literally nothing you can do there. This deck did its purpose. Its life purpose was, you see Dweller, you see different Dimension Ground, and you're good to go. You have to use that Exceed toolbox in ways that you might not necessarily think would be something that you would want to do with this deck, but as you just saw, it worked out quite beautifully in the end. So congrats to Abyss Actors for winning this round, or, you know, the power of good cards. So please, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I will see your beautiful faces back here in the day, guys. Peace out. patrons. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.